And President Trump is now in Brussels for a two-day stop. He's already met the Belgian Prime Minister after an audience at the Royal Palace. However, his visit has been marred by protests. RT's Anastasia Churkina reports from the Belgian capital.
Donald Trump is certainly far from getting a warm welcome here in Brussels, where, as far as the eye can see, thousands of protesters have come out onto the streets of the Belgian capital to say no to Donald Trump's visit here. Now, this comes after, of course, Donald Trump is supposed to be here for 2 full days of meetings, and the people who have come out here today are not quite happy with some of the statements, for starters, that he's been making about their city, but also lots and lots of concerns. Take a listen to what people have been telling us here.
He's a disaster president. He hasn't done anything yet. 120 days and hasn't done anything.
We are here against his racist policy, against his wars, and also for the climate.
He's a businessman and not a person to be a president from the West world. And we are the West. So that brings disasters for us also.
Of course, all of this comes as Donald Trump arrives here on a 2-day visit for a very curious trip, really, because of some of the jabs that him and EU officials have been throwing at each other. We have to keep in mind that once Trump famously said that Belgium is a beautiful city, but he's also referred to Brussels as a hellhole once. Let's take a listen.
You go to Brussels. I was in Brussels a long time ago, 20 years ago. So beautiful, everything's so beautiful. It's like living in a hellhole right now.
Obviously, people in Brussels are not very happy about these kinds of statements. Now, tomorrow, Trump will be meeting with top EU officials, including Jean-Claude Juncker and Donald Tusk, who are also obviously not going to be very excited in terms of the statements he's been making about Brexit. We, of course, know that he's referred to himself as Mr. Brexit. He said it's such a good thing, and he's really been encouraging, it seems, other European nations to follow suit. And clearly, top EU officials are not huge fans of these kinds of statements. We do know that Donald Tusk once referred to Donald Trump as a threat to Europe, and Juncker also had a message for Trump.
The newly elected US president was happy that Brexit was taking place and has asked other countries to do the same. If he goes on like this, I'm going to promote the independence of Ohio and Texas in America.
Now, another big meeting that Trump is going to have here in Brussels is with the French President Emmanuel Macron, who is also obviously pro-EU. So that's going to be interesting to see how it unravels. And, of course, a big meeting with NATO leaders where clearly there have been times when Trump referred to it as obsolete, and then he said maybe not so obsolete. So it's really curious to see how these are going to play out, whether or not Trump is going to kiss and make up with everybody, or whether everything is just going to crash and burn. We'll take a look, but we'll be certainly bringing you the latest developments as we watch his visit.